I love everyday carry and everyday tech videos, and it has been a while since I've done one that wasn't just solely focused around like iPad accessories or something like that. So I've been really excited to do this video. This video is sponsored by Basseus. Let's get into it. The phone I'm using is the iPhone 16 Pro Natural Titanium 1TB model. Now, my phone is not the primary device I work from. That is my iPad Pro. But I still want the best pocketable computer and camera there is, and that's what the iPhone 16 Pro is. Now, I've been kind of debating back and forth going back to the Pro Max size because it's just so much easier for me to type on personally. But the Pro line, the normal Pro line just fits in my pocket so much better. Plus, it already has a big enough screen for me to read books and articles on. Now, the camera on this phone is insane. I am so happy with this camera. It is wild what I have been able to do both on the photography side and the video side. And the ultra-wide lens is kind of the big improvement this year because it got the 48 megapixel sensor, and it's wild. Like, I'm actually happy using it. Previous iPhones, I didn't enjoy using it at all. It was more of a, well, I can't go any further back, so I would have to use the ultra-wide lens kind of thing. But this one, really happy with it. Between the camera improvements, the cooling, the capture button, which I have to say, I love the capture button because it's sort of a physical reminder to take more photos. Between all of that stuff, I'm really loving this update. The newest addition to my everyday carry, tech, whatever setup is the Nomatic phone wallet. I just got this a couple of weeks ago. It just came out, and this has replaced my MagSafe wallet. I absolutely love this thing. Just like the MagSafe wallet, it magnetically attaches to your iPhone, but this thing is thought out so much better. There are two places you can put your cards, either slot them in at the top or the bottom. If you slot them in at the bottom, there is a pull tab for a quick release. The other cards go in at the top, and you can still get them out much easier than the MagSafe wallet. It fits 2 to 4 cards. It really just depends on how thick your cards are. If you're somebody that carries around like aluminum or titanium Apple Card or something like that, that thing's a little bit thicker than your average card. Now, I was a huge MagSafe wallet user. I think I've had the same MagSafe wallet since the iPhone 12 Pro. It was the leather dark blue one. Absolutely loved it, but it's just starting to fall apart. Like, I've been using it for years, taking it in and out of my pocket, attaching it, pulling cards out. It's gonna wear out. It just makes sense. So when I went looking for a new one, I was reminded that Apple no longer makes the leather ones, and they only do the fine woven. And I have a fine woven review unit one here, and I hate it. I do not like the feel of it at all. I just don't think it looks good, and I've seen photos of people that have used one for a year and it has not worn well at all. I really like this Nomatic option. I've only had it for a couple of weeks, but unless it just happens to fall apart on me in the next month or so, I'm absolutely going to be sticking with this until I don't know. I'm really happy with this. I like that it attaches to the back of my phone because it's just right there when I'm running out the door. It's one less thing I'm having to like worry about in my pockets or something like that. It's just there. Now, this would be the part where you think I would start talking about like the headphones I carry in my pocket, and you would probably bet I'm going to say AirPods Pro 2, but you would be wrong. I have been using the AirPods 4 with ANC lately, and I absolutely love these. So I started using these because I got a review unit for them and I'm going to make videos and stuff like that, but I quickly fell in love with them. Something I didn't realize, and I don't know why it just never clicked in my head, but AirPods Pro 2, because of the silicone tips, they're not comfortable to wear for long periods of time. They're fine for an hour or two, but after that, like, they actually start to hurt my ears, and I would take them out a lot and just sit in silence. With AirPods 4, because they don't have those silicone tips, they just kind of rest in your ears, they're so much more comfortable to wear for long periods of time. In fact, I've been noticing I'd wear them all morning, charge them up when I go to make lunch, and then I'd put them right back in after lunch and wear them for the rest of the day. Now, I'm not trying to say they're better than AirPods Pro 2. Sound quality wise, noise canceling wise, feature set wise, AirPods Pro 2 are better. But everyone's ears are a little different, and for me, these are a lot more comfortable to wear for a longer period of time. The AirPods 4, the case, is a much smaller footprint than the AirPods Pro 2, so they fit in my pocket better with keys and other stuff. Now, the AirPods 4 come in two different versions. There's the ones with ANC, active noise canceling, and there's the ones without ANC. Now, the ones with ANC also have a couple other bonus features. You can wirelessly charge with them, and they have a speaker on the case for Find My. The ones without ANC do not have those. I believe it's about a $50 difference on Apple's website. Maybe on Amazon or something, they might be on sale for a little cheaper, but there's a $50 difference between the two. Absolutely worth the $50 difference. Now, the noise canceling with AirPods 4 is not as good as AirPods Pro 2, like I said. It's about the same. Well, actually, if you take AirPods Pro 2 and put them in adaptive mode, that's about the noise canceling level you get with AirPods 4 with ANC. Man, these names. It's about the same as the adaptive mode. It's not as like full noise canceling when you go full noise canceling, but it's still good enough for like me when I'm sitting in here to block out the neighborhood sounds of like dogs barking, motorcycles, lawnmowers, things like that. Now, how I know I absolutely love these is I have a review units now. I have to send back those review units. I don't get to keep those. But when I do send back those review units, I'm absolutely buying a pair of these. This video is sponsored by Basseus. These are the Basseus Bowie 30 Max noise canceling headphones. These have support for spatial audio and head tracking, giving you high dynamic range of audio. Spatial audio and head tracking is the closest you're going to get to getting that concert sound without actually being at a concert. The Basseus Bowie headphones also come with a negative 45 decibel active noise canceling. These have two active noise canceling microphones and can block out 96% of noises. These have soft earmuffs to provide not just a great seal, but a comfy wear as well. They are also LDAC certified and high-res audio for both wireless and wired modes. LDAC enables the transmission of high-resolution audio content at a maximum bitrate of 990 kilobits per second over Bluetooth. This way you are getting the best possible sound when listening in wireless mode. The Basseus Bowies also come with a 50mm super bass driver. This upgrades every frequency within human audible range, boosting the bass experience by 200%. This way, you are immersed in your music. They also get up to 65 hours of battery life, and in just 10 minutes of charging, you can get 14 hours of playback. They have a USB-C port for fast and convenient charging. They also have a foldable design to make traveling with them much easier. I'm going to put some links in the description below to where you can go check them out. My thanks to Basseus for sponsoring this video. For the last year, I have been wearing the Apple Watch Ultra 2. But after the iPhone event, Apple sent me the Apple Watch Series 10 to review, and I think I like it more. First off, I love the jet black. But the thing that originally pulled me to the Apple Watch Ultra is now on the Apple Watch Series Edition, the bigger screen. This makes interacting with the watch a lot easier, plus more information can be displayed on the screen as well. On the Apple Watch Series 10, I get through my day without needing to charge the watch. This is the other big killer feature that was on the Ultra that's come to the Series now. Before, with my last Apple Watch, the Series 7, I usually had to charge it halfway through the day. Now, the Apple Watch for me isn't something I have to have. It's not like an iPad or an iPhone, but it does make certain tasks more convenient. Stuff like being able to remotely start my car, check my task manager and calendar, and even see if that important email has come through when I don't have my phone or iPad next to me. But the big feature of the watch for me is fitness tracking. After years of trying to make working out a regular habit for me, I finally found something I enjoy and do daily: indoor rowing, and the Apple Watch is great at tracking the metrics for that. The watch band I am using is the Nomad Sport watch band, specifically their ash green version. I've been really into dark greens lately, plus it looks really good with the jet black Apple Watch. I've used the Nomad Sport watch band with the Apple Watch Ultra 2 and even my Apple Watch Series 7 before that. It feels really good and it isn't trying to make a computer watch too fancy. It also breathes really well, so you don't get sweaty underneath the watch band. But my favorite feature about it is it's a high quality rubber, so if it gets dirty, you can just wash it with hot water. But overall, I think it looks really good, and out of all the third-party watch bands and Apple Watch bands, I think it's my favorite that I've ever used. I've gotten into handheld consoles a lot over the last year. I've been using the Analogue Pocket for Game Boy emulation. A really nice feature about the Analogue Pocket is it has the option for plugging in original Game Boy and Game Boy Advance cartridges. This has an OLED display and up-reses games to 10x. Game Boy games have never looked this good. I've been able to revisit all of my old Game Boy games, and in some cases, given the state of the battery, I've been even able to load up my old saves. This has just been a lot of fun to be able to pick up and play old games again. I've also been using the Lenovo Legion Go. This is a Windows handheld gaming console. Now, I play most of my current games on the Xbox, but since this runs Windows, I can use the Xbox app and Game Pass to play a lot of games. In most instances, my save state even syncs across both the Xbox and the Lenovo Legion Go through the Xbox app. I've been playing Starfield, Age of Empires 2 Remastered, Gears of War Remastered, and more. The Legion Go is huge, and it's not the most ergonomic device, but if you're wanting to play console games on the go, this is your best bet right now. The last item I am using for gaming is the Razer Kishi controller. I got this to work with Delta and the RetroArch emulator apps. This is a USB-C controller that works with both the iPhone and the iPad mini. I've tried a few of these different controllers that turn your iPhone into a Switch-like device, and this is the best of all of them. Ergonomically, it feels really good to hold. It has Hall effect sticks, the buttons click really well, and it has a USB-C port on the bottom for pass-through charging. I no longer live alone, and I don't want to hog the TV all the time, so handheld gaming is a great alternative. Plus, all of these travel a lot better than an Xbox Series X. Okay, so something weird about me. I don't like carrying keys. I know, it's weird. So I have 0 physical keys on my keyring. All that is on my keyring is 3 things. The key fob to my Mustang GT, a Lego piece that my girlfriend gave me, she has one on her keychain as well, and an AirTag. That is all I have on my keychain. Yeah, that's it. We have a smart home garage door, so I can open and close it remotely. I don't have to worry about unlocking or locking a door. I never go in the front door, but I also do have a few physical keys in a secure location set up so that, if something did happen, I would still be able to get in my house or get in my car or anything like that. I have never been one to buy expensive sunglasses. I used to lose or break sunglasses all the time. But I had a treat myself moment a few years ago where I bought some RayBan Aviators, and oh boy, is there a quality difference between like the $20 pair at the gas station or Amazon and RayBan Aviators. I don't think this is something, if I was to lose these again, would I buy them again? Probably. I'd be upset if I lost them, because they're expensive, but they're very nice. I like them. It was one of those treat yourself moments that you did it and you're like, okay, this was actually worth it. I don't have to feel guilty about this. I like them. But yeah, I have them, and I'm also ready for Top Gun now. I'm also not much of a shoe person. I have 3 pairs of shoes. Other than the ones that I'm about to talk about, I have my boots that I wear around outside most of the time. I have my workout shoes, and I have my taking out the trash slip-on shoes. Adams reached out to me, and they work with MKBHD on a collaboration. They just put out a new shoe, and they reached out and wanted to know if I wanted a pair of them, and I said yes. And so they sent them to me, and I really didn't know what to expect. But I absolutely love these. They're super comfy. So these are the Adams MKBHD shoes. If I can humble brag for a second, I've met Marquez a couple of times. Super nice guy. Incredibly nice guy. In fact, he gave me some advice on how to deal with some sponsor contract stuff. Absolutely nice guy. But back to the shoes. Super comfortable, and they look really nice. They come in 3 different colors. There's a red, blue, and kind of a whiter gray option, something like that. I forgot what it was off the top of my head. This isn't going to turn me into a sneakerhead, but I think these hit the 2 really important points for shoes. They look good, and they're extremely comfy to wear. In fact, I have them on right now sitting at the desk, and normally I don't wear shoes inside. I just forgot to take them off when I got home. Now, getting back to some more tech-related stuff, my main computer is the 13-inch iPad Pro M4 2TB model. This is where I do all my work, from admin work for managing my business, script writing, editing photos and videos, even doing a very, 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 very little bit of web development. I love this computer. I love working from the iPad. I've made a career from working from the iPad. The M4 model is great. I love the OLED display. The M4 chip is incredibly fast, especially for my creative workflow. I love the new Magic Keyboard. I think it's great. When it comes to working from the iPad, a few reasons why I love doing it is because it's an adaptive machine. I've called it the transformer computer before in the past. It's a tablet, then add the Apple Pencil and you have a notebook. Put it in the Magic Keyboard and you have a laptop, plug it into a monitor and you have a desktop. It is the transformer of computers. It can adapt to whatever you need. Plus, having cellular built right into a computer is killer. Anyone that's ever had to work from a long period of time or a lot, like multiple times from a tethered device will tell you it is miserable. I used to have to do it for an IT job when I would be out in the field and it just sucked. Having cellular built right in it's a stable connection. You don't have to worry about like, okay, is something going on with the phone, my computer? What do I need to reboot? It's just stable and I can get work done. The camera I use, and I don't talk a lot about camera gear on this channel because I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that just talks about being a YouTuber because I find that insufferable. But I'll peek behind the curtain just for a little bit this time. The camera I use is the Canon R5. Now, there is a new version that just came out like a month or two ago, the R5 Mark II, but the changes to the Mark II, between the Mark I and the Mark II, weren't anything that would actually affect me. So I'm actually quite happy sticking with the Mark I. In fact, I'm thinking about buying another one of these for cheap because now you can because there's a new version out. But it does everything I need it to do. Like, I shoot 4K. Technically, it can shoot 8K, but I'm not interested in that. I can shoot up to 120 frames per second for slow motion B-roll. It has built-in stabilization. It works for me. The only thing I don't like about it is it has this 30-minute record limit that bothers me, but I've worked around that for years now. It's fine. I also use this camera for my professional workflow as well. It's kind of a hybrid camera. It adapts to my needs, just like my iPad, where I can do video work or my photography still work as well. It adapts. I keep using that word. It adapts. I love stuff that adapts because life is not static. You don't know what is around the corner for you. So having gear or devices or whatever that is going to adapt to your needs, whether it's in a professional or personal context, can really be beneficial. I'm never in a situation where I'm like, oh crap, I don't have this thing that can get this job done, so I need to go out and buy this piece of gear. I'm like, yep, I can get the job done. It may not be the best gear for this specific job, but it's going to get the job done and I'm going to be happy with the results. Now, the big hubbub when this camera came out was the overheating issues. So, it was overheating if you were using it for a certain period of time. I don't even remember what it was. Canon put out a firmware update, fixed it. It has never overheated on me once since then, and I'll use it all day long to film B-roll and stuff like that. I also used to have a wide range of lenses that I would use. I had 15 to 35, 100 millimeter macro lens, 70 to 200. I used to have all this different stuff that I would do. And then one day I just pared down, and you can might start to see a theme here. I pared down to what would adapt to my needs, what would work for my needs. So I have two lenses now. I have the 24 to 70 f2.8 L series lens, and this is the lens I use pretty much for all of my video stuff. And then I have the 50 millimeter f1.8 lens, which I use for more photography stuff, like if I'm just taking photos, like walking around taking photos of people or places or something like that. That tends to be the lens I use. These are the only lenses I need. I don't need a wide army of lenses. I don't need every lens Canon puts out. This covers all of my needs, from landscape photography to B-roll product shooting to car photography, whatever. So that's my everyday carry stuff. I want to hear from you. What's your everyday carry? Let me know in the comments below. My thanks to Basseus for sponsoring this video. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day.